So, hey everyone. I'm just popping in to mention something that I was doing today with myself, and I kind of forgot about this for a few days, and I could tell for about a week really, and I could tell everything around me was kind of a mess. So I, I work with myself and the children on mindfulness, right? And I was really for a few days, about a week, maybe 4 days, I guess. I was not in that space, and I can't tell you why, but things were really showing up a little wonky. I could feel that buzz, and I would go in and out. I would sit with the kids, and we would have circle, and we would find our heart space, and we would all be there again, and then it would fall off center, and then we would go back to it, and uh, it was just really interesting. And today, I found some new words to say to them. I guess maybe a new way. I guess as we evolve and change and grow, we move into different spaces and new new ways to do things and to move through things within our lives come into play. So when I went into the classroom, the kids came in and they just came in and just I was so grounded in my space and in each moment. I was so centered and so aware of my energy in and around me and where I was focusing my energy and who and what I wanted to focus my energy on. I was so aware of that. My emotions were neutral. It was amazing. It was an amazing. I mean, I do that anyway, but this was the most powerful I have felt. I have felt so empowered in this today. Um, and so the kids just came right in, and I didn't say a word. We all hugged hello, good morning. They did their thing, and it was the most peaceful day or morning, I should say, that we have ever had together this school year. Um, And of course, it was because the leader, me, the one who creates the environment, was already in that space to begin with. Um, they're already there too, but then they come into other spaces. They walk into the school and they go into the room that they're in the morning. I can't remember the name of it, but they go into this big room, and so then sometimes they become overstimulated and then they bring it into the classroom. But that didn't happen today. They walked in and it was just calm. It was really cool. So when we sat at circle, everybody just so calmly and mindfully, and we were moving mindfully. We were really paying attention to what we were saying, and I didn't say a word. It was really awesome. And when we sat down, I told them, I shared with them how I was feeling, what I was doing. I said I was paying attention. Like, where am I putting my attention? I was paying attention to all of the movements I was making and how I was feeling and what everything felt like. And I was explaining this to them, and they were staring at me, listening to me with such intensity. It was so amazing. And so I said, this is my request of you today. Try this with me. Let's do this all day. And so we were heading into, we were going to go outside and come back and have reading groups because we were going to go to a performance after that. So I knew it was going to be kind of a day if I didn't really hone in on this and talk to them about it, because that can be highly stimulating when the whole school is together. But they went, it was, let's see, 8:30, so 8:30 to 9:45. It was amazing. And so we went outside. Everybody was totally quiet, walking in the hall, just as people ask us to be. All I kept saying is, where are you focusing your attention? That's all I kept saying to them. And they would, oh, right. And they would like get right back. You could see them physically moving And some of them were doing, finding their heart space. Some of them were taking deep breaths. It was just, everyone was choosing their own way. It was really cool. And then we came back in and went to reading groups, and it got a little heightened, but nothing compared. Usually we need to stop and find our heart space and get centered again. We didn't need to do that. I just very calmly and quietly said, where are we focusing our attention? Let's ask ourselves. And then it all just came right back together. And we went to the program today, the performance, and it was an hour long of reading poetry. And they love poetry, but it's a long time to sit. I was getting a little jittery, but we all were able to sit with the entire school. Even though we felt a little jittery, I could see us kind of shifting in our bodies, but it wasn't the same thing. Kids weren't popping up, coming to see me. Can I get a drink? Can I go to the bathroom? We were there, just listening and enjoying it. And it was really a cool experience. And as the day went on, it became a little bit more challenging to stay in that practice of where am I focusing my attention. But as I continued to say, remember, when you're talking to someone, you're giving them your undivided attention. Your whole body is just focused on that. When you're listening to someone, and I kept mentioning, I do that anyway. I've always talked to them about that, but today was a little different. That was my focus today more than anything, and they were on it. And then, that kind of practice, if you're not used to doing it all day, every day, by 1 o'clock, you're tired. They were tired, I was tired, but we kept doing it, and they really did. They really, really wanted to see what that felt like for the whole day. We just helped each other, and supported each other through it. It was really cool. But by the end of the day, when both first grade classes came together, it was a challenging, it was a challenging moment for all of us. So we just, I just kind of said, okay, I'll go back to ringing the chime and getting everyone together and kind of, but it was still a beautiful day, and it was the most magical moment, and I'm proud of us. I honor how we felt all day, even when, we were starting to feel tired, and we said, okay, wait a minute, let's take some deep breaths together, and other children were saying, wait, can I have a hug? And we were hugging each other because we were really wanting to stay in that space that felt so good. And I honor us even when we didn't, because it's all perfect, and we love each other and love all that we do. And it was good. What is good? I don't know. It felt good. That's all I can say is it really felt good. So on to it tomorrow. Off I go to meditate. I was just trying to meditate. I was meditating. I started meditating about 25 minutes ago, and I started to fall asleep. So I said, I'll do a video. I'm feeling that. So I'm off to try again and see if I fall asleep. If I do, I'll just head out for the night and sleep away. I hope you're having a great evening. Thanks for listening. Love you all.